Welcome, this is Virendra Kumar Jha and you are watching Khabar Tak. Dear viewer, in the sequence of stories of Superhit films shown on Khabar Tak, the new link of story that I bring to you today is the story of film Roti Kapda or Makan, that is bread, cloth and the residence. This film was brought on silver screen in 1974 and this was the most grossing film of that year. This film was directed by Manoj Kumar. The lead role in this film was played by Manoj Kumar and the role of villain was played by Madan Puri. Whereas Shashi Kapoor, mousami Chatterji and Jinat Aman played character role in this film. This film included many a beautiful dance and melodious song. The music director of this film were Lakshmikant Pyarelal and the voiceover in the song of this film were made by Lata Mangeshkar and Mukesh. However, almost all the songs in this film were melodious, yet इन रस्मों को इन कस्मों को इन रिश्ते नातों को मैं ना भूलूंगा मैं ना भूलूंगी मैं ना भूलूंगा मैं ना भूलूंगी एंड पहले तो आंख की लड़ाई मार गई दूसरे ये यार की जुदाई मार गई तीसरे हमेशा की तन्हाई मार गई चौथे खुदा की खुदाई मार गई बाकी कुछ बचा तो महंगाई मार गई महंगाई मार गई एंड मॉकिंग सॉन्ग पंडित जी मेरे मरने के बाद इतना कष्ट उठा लेना मेरे मुंह में गंगा जल की जगह थोड़ी सी मदिरा टपका देना पंडित जी मेरे मरने के बाद has received most popularity that year. Now listen to the entire story of film Roti Kapda or Makan, that is bread, cloth and the residence. The film Roti Kapda or Makan, that is bread, cloth and the residence, begins with the story of a young man named Bharat, played by Manoj Kumar. He wanders from place to place looking for a job and when he fails to find one, becomes frustrated with the social system. Corruption and immorality have become so rampant in society that Bharat, who is desperately searching for a job, is stopped by police who ask him for a bribe. Asking for a bribe, Bharat shows him the bread he brought for his meal. Frustrated by numerous visits of office to office in search of job, Bharat returns home where he finds his mother, played by Kamini Kaushal, praying to God for a job. He tells her that the Rahu and Ketu planets are not working well for him at the moment, even though he has earned a good degree, assuring his mother that he will soon find a job. Bharat then begins his search with full force. While Bharat is on his way to look for a job, he meets his girlfriend Sheetal, played by Jinat Aman, who invites him to enjoy the rain with her. Bharat retorts that he has an interview in half an hour and he has only one set of cloth. If he goes with her to enjoy the rain, his clothes will get wet, and if he can't attend the interview, he will lose the job. Hearing this, Sheetal enjoys the rain while Bharat stands at a pavilion, delighted by the sight of Sheetal. Sheetal tells Bharat that if he had got a job sooner, he would have kept this world of poverty. Instead of being pushed around in buses, he would have traveled by a car or plane. Bharat listens silently to Sital and doesn't respond. When Bharat does not get a job this time earlier, he becomes irritated and asks if jobs are giving only to people with recommendation, then why are vacancies even announced? Later, when Bharat returns home, he finds his brother Vijay, played by Amitabh Bachchan, exercising. As soon as Bharat arrives, his younger brother Deepak also comes and asks Bharat for money for his college fee. Bharat taunts this system, asking what he can achieve with an education that does not provide jobs even after obtaining a degree. He then tells both his brothers to quit their study. Just then his father arrives and rebukes Bharat, saying, I educated you despite my own poverty and penury. Therefore, you owe me this debt, and you should repay it by educating your two brothers. Vijay agrees with Bharat. Vijay points out that the college is currently on strike. Bharat continues to search for a job with his bachelor's degree from Delhi University but still fails to find a permanent position. He is expressing his disappointment to his friends when Seetal arrives and talks about her own job. Everyone is overjoyed. Then a friend of Bharat reveals that he has arranged a singing gig for him on All India Radio. Seetal tells Bharat that today they will sing a song that the world will see. The two then perform a melodious song for the television program. During this time, they both dream of loving marriage life, Seetal dreaming of great wealth and grandeur. The Mohan Ram company where Seetal works is owned by Mohan Babu, played by Shashi Kapoor. Seetal works as Mohan Babu's personal secretary. Mohan Babu is mesmerized by Seetal's beauty but doesn't say anything directly to her. However, he tries to win her over, sometimes by giving her free clothes and sometimes by offering her car lift. Now, whenever Seetal meets Bharat, her brother and sister-in-law, she only sings songs of praise and wealth of Mohan Babu. While occasional singing on Doordarshan does not secure Bharat a permanent job, but it certainly establishes his popularity. One day, beloved of Neki Ram, played by Aruna Irani, who has been a fan of Bharat after listening to his song, she asks Bharat's friend to bring Bharat to her so that she can get him a job. When Bharat arrives, she tells him that she is fan of his singing and wants to get him a job. She then prepares a pack of liquor with her own hands and offers one to Bharat. Bharat refuses to accept it. She then declares, I used to live among the poor and talk like that, but now my life has changed. Just then, Nekiram, played by Madan Puri, arrives and recommends Bharat to his company. Nekiram praises her beloved's beauty and says that he can hire anyone with her recommendation. He then tells Bharat that he does not hire anyone on a monthly salary. Everyone works on commission, 25% upon completion. He asks Bharat to sign an agreement to work for him. Bharat asks him about his work, but he does not give a direct answer, simply stating that he doesn't engage in any illegal activities. Seeing Bharat hesitate to sign the agreement, he approaches his girlfriend and says that for her sake he will hire him even without his signature. His girlfriend then tells him, oh, he is gone to pay his brother's college fee. Bharat asks Seetal's brother to lend him rupees 300 on the condition that he doesn't tell anyone. Bharat's brother is initially hesitant, but Bharat's devotion to duty and his being sister Seetal's love persuades him to sell his wife's jewelry and give the proceeds to Bharat without informing anyone. When his wife finds her jewelry missing from the wardrobe, she urges her husband to file a police report, but he consoles her by pretending that he sold the jewelry and deposited the money in the bank. When Bharat arrives with the money to give his brother Vijay the college fee, he finds Vijay talking with Nekiram on the college campus. Nekiram makes a deal with him for rupees 25,000 to further incite anarchy in the university. surround the vice chancellor and incite students to set the university building on fire. Giving Vijay rupees 5,000 in advance, he went away. As soon as Nekiram leaves, Bharat, who had been eavesdropping on their conversation, approaches Vijay, snatches the money from him, tears it up, and throws it into the water, accusing him of conspiring with traitors to set fire to his own country's educational institutions. When Vijay retorts, Vijay slaps him a couple of times, saying, "You should not look at what the country has given you, but what you have given to the country." Vijay then takes Vijay home. The next day, Vijay leaves home, writing a letter to Bharat, promising to return only if he can achieve something in life, or else his family will assume he has lost all of society's system to unemployment, corruption, and inflation. Bharat is deeply saddened by this letter. Just then, his girlfriend Sheetal arrives and wishes him a happy birthday, praises her employer Mohan Babu, and leaves for work, promising to visit him again at 4 p.m. However, she is unable to meet Bharat that evening because Mohan Babu keeps her busy with office work until late night. After the meeting, Mohan Babu tells Sheetal that he has received a contact from an American company and will go there to see the American site. He then asks Sheetal to accompany him. The next day, Sheetal visits Bharat and apologizes for not being able to visit his the previous evening because she had stayed late at the office to support Mohan Babu in a meeting. Bharat does not respond, and Sheetal declares that she is leaving soon with Mohan Babu for America, where life is all about fun. Meanwhile, Sheetal goes to America with Mohan Babu, and Bharat also gets a job at a construction company. There, Tulsi, a laborer at the construction site, played by mousami Chatterji, sometimes urges with Bharat over trivial matters and sometimes ruins his clothes by splitting cement or other construction material. However, when Bharat insists, she simply says that it all happens unknowingly. Preventing Bharat from getting angry at her, Bharat oversees that as soon as a lame old man arrives, Tulsi leaves with him. Returning after a while, seeing this, Bharat questions Harnam Singh, a laborer working there, played by Prem Nath. Harnam Singh dismisses the matter, saying there are so many miserable women here, who can we even talk about? The next day, when Tulsi accompanies the old man, Bharat follows her. Peeping through a window, he sees Tulsi feeding a small children. Seeing this, Bharat approaches Tulsi and demands information about the children's father. Tulsi tells Bharat that even her father didn't dare ask this question. Bharat retorts, a father doesn't ask such a question because it would bring shame to his daughter. I am not asking you this to defame you, but to give this child his father's name. Tulsi tells Bharat that once her father was very ill and there had been no cooking in the house for several days. In that situation, when she went to a Lala's shop to buy groceries, this Lala, along with two of his friends, raped her. This child is Lala's. Tulsi was just telling Bharat about this when the thug who was with Lala came to forcibly take Tulsi away from there to Lala. Bharat retaliated. At first, the thug beat him severely, but when Bharat retaliated him, the thug pulled out a knife and tried to kill Bharat. Harnam Singh then drew his sword and ran to kill the thug. Seeing this, the thug fled from the scene. Bharat then returns to his workplace with Harnam Singh and Tulsi. The next day, when Tulsi came to work, Bharat gave her a toy for her child to play with. When she returned home with the toy and told her father about it, her father advised her not to associate much with Bharat. But despite this, Tulsi remained close to Bharat. After Bharat arrived to work at the site, everything was going smoothly for him and the workers. Until one day, a construction worker stakes his claim on the site and forces a halt with his advocate. This halting of work also results in Bharat losing his job. After Bharat leaves his construction job, he returns home to find that his sister would be father in law is threatening his father to pay him rupees 20,000 as dowry, or he will marry his son somewhere else. Leaving his daughter unmarried, Bharat's father asks for a few days respite so that he can arrange for the money for his daughter's wedding. Bharat then summons his sisters would be father-in-law. Bharat's father says, "Here, my son, I will give you the money right now." Instead of giving the money, Bharat taunts his sisters would be father-in-law, saying, "You may get the money, but your son won't get a good wife." Upon Bharat's words, his father once again asks his daughters would be father-in-law for a few days' time, but in the meantime he fell seriously ill. When Bharat calls a doctor to treat his father, the doctor writes him a prescription for medicine. Bharat doesn't have the money to buy the medicine. Bharat asks his friends for a loan, but no one is willing to lend him money in this condition. Tulsi then asks him to wait there for a while and goes to Lala, the ration dealer, saying that last time they had forced her into their lust, but this time she has come to him on her own. Then she asks him for rupees 300. Lala initially refuses, but when Tulsi tells him that if he doesn't have the money, she is going to his other partner, Lala gave her rupees 300 and says, "But you must come at night." Bharat overhears this and comes to Tulsi and asks her to return the money to Lala, telling her not to think of taking such a wrong step again. Bharat then goes to a medical store and buys the prescribed medicine. When the pharmacist tells him the price is 1025 rupees, Bharat replies that he only has rupees 25. The pharmacist then says that he is a servant, so he will have to pay for the medicine in full. Just then he receives a call from his employer and the employee goes to speak to him. Bharat then tries to escape with the medicine. Just then the employee shoots the thief and the police arrested Bharat. The next day Bharat is released from the jail. Sheetal meets him on the way and asks him to come along with her. Bharat is initially reluctant, but when he is informed of his father's death, he comes along with her and goes to perform his father's last rites. He also tears up his diploma and burns it on his father's funeral pyre, saying, "With you, this date to me is over." Returning to India from America, when Sheetal comes to work at the office again, Mohan Babu refuses to let her work there, saying she is not needed there. Sheetal returns home deeply saddened, but she finds Mohan Babu's parents have come to her brother and sister-in-law to discuss her marriage with Mohan Babu. Her brother and sister-in-law, aware of Sheetal's love for Bharat, refuses to let Sheetal marry Mohan Babu. Mohan Babu then confronts Sheetal about this and Sheetal agrees to marry him. Despite Sheetal's approval, Sheetal's brother and sister-in-law try to persuade her to marry Bharat, asking what Bharat lacks except a job and a good income. Sheetal replies, "He is no longer useful to me because someone who can burn their degree out of desperation cannot achieve anything in life. How long can I wait for him to earn more?" So I took the hand of Mohan Babu, who is earning a good income. Bharat was already grieving the death of his father and his sister's unmarried situation when he overheard his beloved Sheetal's conversation with her brother. He becomes deeply distressed. With the help of Nekiram's beloved, Bharat began working for Nekiram, a grain black marketeer. Nekiram had got Bharat sign a document before giving him the job. Working with Nekiram, the black marketeer, Bharat was now earning a good income. When his brother Deepak got a job in the police, he remarks, "I am earning enough, you so need not a job." Deepak replied, "The degree has brought success. I want to do something for the country, as you often said." Despite Deepak's words, Bharat continued working in Nekiram's illegal business. He gave rupees 1000 from his first earning to the pharmacist, saying, "You can recognize people by their faces. If another helpless person like me comes to your shop again, don't treat them way you did with me." Meanwhile, Vijay, who had run away from home, joins the army. India is currently under an attack from an enemy country. Vijay was part of this Indian army and unit and was retaliating strongly. Despite being seriously wounded by enemy bullets, Vijay opened heavily fire, forcing the enemy army to flee for their lives. When his fellow soldiers were praising his indomitable courage, Vijay revealed that his inspiration was his brother Bharat, who had told him to sacrifice everything for the country, even if it required sacrificing his life for the country's needs. He would gladly do so. Then he heard some enemy soldiers inform their headquarters that a bridge is collapsed in the area, then they should attack the Indian army from the other side. Hearing this, Vijay devised a plan and surrounded the soldier who had informed the enemy about the falling of the bridge and obtained the address of his headquarters. Vijay then obtained the enemy soldier's secret service number and sent a message that Indian soldiers had repaired the pool bridge. Hearing this, when the enemy army approached from the same direction to the devastated bridge, Vijay and his fellow soldiers surrounded and killed them, and India won the war. When Bharat began earning a good amount of money through black marketing with Nekiram, one day he visited his poor laborers' colony and gave them money so that they could buy food grains and not starve. He then met with Tulsi and Harnam Singh and asked them to pack up their belongings and come and live with his house soon. After Bharat left, the ration dealer and his two companions who had raped Tulsi came to her house and asked her to come to their hideout, saying, "You are leaving now. Before you go, satisfy our lust once again." Tulsi initially refused, but when they threatened to kill her father, Tulsi agreed on the condition that Munna, that is his son, and his father accompany her. When Tulsi went to their hideout with Munna and his father, they attempted to seize her, but she attacked them. However, the three were powerful and one of them had drawn a knife. Seeing this, Tulsi was frightened. Despite being disabled, her father fought with these three. In the process, one of the three pushed her Munna and her Baba into a deep pit. Tulsi even jumped into the pit to save her Munna and Baba, but she couldn't save both of them. Then those three also came into the pit and forcibly started disgracing Tulsi. Finding herself helpless, Tulsi started shouting for help. Just then, Harnam Singh, who was passing by, heard Tulsi's voice and went into the pit and killed all the three seniors. By then, Bharat had also reached there and took Tulsi and Harnam Singh to his house. Bharat said his mother that Tulsi and Harnam Singh will now live with them. Just then Vijay returns his house. He touched his brother's feet, telling he has proved his word of patriotism, joining Indian army and defeat in rival country. Just then Deepak came and while meeting Vijay praised Bharat's patriotism. When Vijay touched feet of his mother left arm, her mother became worried, finding his right arm cut in war. Seeing his mother's concern, Vijay once again spoke of his elder brother Bharat's patriotism, saying that it was nothing. If need be, he would even sacrifice his life for the country. Hearing this, Bharat could not no longer stand there and went to Nekiram to stop him from doing wrong. When Bharat arrived, he saw Nekiram telling his other associates that a war was raging in the country, so they should all buy grain from markets across the country and hide it so that they could sell it at a high price if the war intensified. Bharat warned them not to do so, but ignoring Bharat's words, they threatened Bharat by saying, "We have your signed papers, and with that I can use them to hang you at any time." Hearing this, Bharat became sad and began to think about how to free himself from this quagmires of sin. After a few days, this group of black marketeers successfully purchased grain from markets across the country and stitched in their concealed warehouse. To celebrate it, they organized a party. Nekiram's party included Mohan Babu and Sital. Sital was stunned to see Bharat there, which Mohan Babu noticed. Then a friend of Bharat, who was also Sital's friend, revealed that the three of them were friends and that Sital loved Bharat, but seeing his wealth, she accepted him and left Bharat. When Mohan Babu questioned Sheetal about this, Sheetal flatly stated that she didn't even know them. Mohan Babu then asked Bharat the same question, and Bharat said he remembered everything. When Bharat was asking to sing a song, he began singing the same song he had sung with Sheetal on Doordarshan. However, during this song, he kept skipping Sheetal's lines. Then Sheetal underwent a profound emotional transformation and she began singing her part of the song along with Bharat. After the song ended, Mohan Babu told Sheetal that he had already suspected that she loved someone else before him. Mohan Babu told Sheetal that as soon as he suspected this, he had started postponing the wedding date and that his mother's claim that the auspicious time was not right was all a pretext to find out Sheetal's true lover. With this, he drove home alone. When the war broke out, the Indian government began transporting grain by train to remote villages to ensure that people would not face food shortage. To counter this government's effort, black marketeers planned to blow up some railway bridges. Bharat overheard this plot and said filing it. First, he informed his brother Inspector Deepak under a pseudonym about some of the black marketeers' secret warehouse and then raided, causing significant loss to them. Believing this to be Bharat's handiwork, the black marketeers handed over the papers signed by Bharat to the police, prompting the police to arrest Bharat. Deepak had his elder brother Bharat's photo pasted everywhere to prevent Bharat from escaping. As soon as he received the charge of capturing Bharat, and the police would apprehend him and hand him over to the court, fearing that the black marketeers might cause massive destruction by blowing up the train and the railway bridge. Bharat returned home to escape the police. When Vijay questioned Bharat about all this, Bharat explained everything, saying that it was crucial for the country's sake to prevent the black marketeers from blowing up the train and the railway bridge. Just then, his brother Deepak arrived and asked Bharat to be arrested. Bharat asked Deepak for a night's time, but then Deepak pointed a pistol at him and said that he would arrest him at any cost. He said that his heart does not agree to this, but on the basis of the evidence found by police in the form of document and on which Bhaiya's signature is there, I will arrest him right now. Then Vijay told Deepak that it is necessary for Bhaiya to go now. You should let him go, but Deepak, citing his duty, again moved forward to arrest his elder brother Bharat. Then Vijay kicked him and made him fall and asked elder brother Bharat to run away from there. Then Bharat ran away from there. After Mohan Babu left in anger, Sheetal came to meet him and Mohan Babu told her that it would be better for her to marry Bharat. He said, I will bring Bharat to you myself. As Mohan Babu said this, he found Bharat hiding there to avoid Inspector Deepak. When he brought Bharat to Sheetal, Bharat told her everything. Just then, Inspector Deepak arrived to arrest Bharat, and Bharat fled. Inspector Deepak then began chasing Bharat. Just then, Vijay arrived with a motorcycle, placed Bharat on it, and began taking him to the location Bharat had specified. Seeing Bharat fleeing with Vijay, Inspector Deepak began chasing him again. After short distance, Inspector Deepak punctured the tire of Vijay's motorcycle, causing it to fall. But before Deepak could arrest Bharat, Mohan Babu and Sital arrived in a car and fled with Bharat. By then, at Inspector Deepak's behest, other police arrived and taking Bharat with them, shot and punctured Mohan Babu's and Sital's car. Bharat then got out of the car and ran towards a bush where he was injured by Inspector Deepak's bullet. Just then, Sital arrived and told Bharat to go to the temple a little further to the right. I will fix the puncture and come back there with my car. Sital walked and repaired her car's tire. As she moved to pick up Bharat, a police officer shot her in the back. Undeterred, Sital took her car and reached Bharat. Bharat began driving away, and Sital, who was sitting in the back seat, began to feel unwell. Bharat stopped his car and began administering first aid to Sital. Just then, Mohan Babu, Harnam Singh, Tulsi, and Vijay arrived. They all told Bharat to not to treat Tulsi and told him to run away. Bharat was initially reluctant, but after much persuasion, he agreed. Inspector Deepak then arrived and was about to arrest Bharat. Seeing this, Vijay once again kicked Deepak, causing him to fall, giving Bharat the opportunity to escape. After Bharat's escape, Vijay said, "Brother, Bharat has escaped. Now let me join you in finding him." On the way, Vijay revealed the entire misdeeds of the black marketeers, detailing how they had planned to blow up the railway bridge and the train, ensuring Bharat's executions. After Bharat's departure, the situation of Sital worsened. Mohan Babu wanted her to bring to a hospital for the treatment, but Sital refused, saying it is too late. Then she put the ring he was given by Bharat to her in the ring finger of Tulsi, saying to marry Bharat after her death. Bharat fled to the scene when Nekiram and some other black marketeers, with the help of their goons, were ready to blow up the approaching train and a bridge. Upon arriving, Bharat first disconnected the bomb's connection with the detonator. Despite his best efforts, the criminals were unable to blow up the train and the bridges, saving thousands of lives. The criminals' plan to sabotage the government's plan to supply food to the public at an affordable price was also thwarted. Just then, Nekiram noticed Bharat and, blaming him for the failure of his plan to blow up the train and bridge with the bomb, sent his goons to kill him. Bharat single-handedly defended himself from the goons, but the attackers were overwhelming numbers and he collapsed before the criminals could kill Bharat. Deepak and Vijay arrived. Deepak fired a pistol and killed several of the goons, saving Bharat's life. The criminal then opened fire on Bharat, Vijay, and Inspector Deepak. At one point, the criminal even captured the three brothers and handed them over to Nekiram. Nekiram ordered the criminals to shoot the three men, but just then Harnam Singh arrived and, placing his swords on Nekiram's back, demanded that his companions drop their guns. Nekiram's companions then dropped their guns. Harinam Singh then ordered Bharat, Vijay, and Deepak to flee the criminals' clutches. At that moment, Nekiram changed sides, took out his second pistol, and attacked them. Bharat, Vijay, Deepak, and Harnam snatched the criminals' pistol and opened fire. Several criminals were killed while Harnam others fled. Finally, Inspector Deepak arrested Nekiram and presented him before the court. During cross-examination, Nekiram confessed to all his crimes, including stashing large quantities of grain in his warehouse and planning to bomb trains and railway bridges, leading to his conviction and Bharat's acquittal. By this scene, the story of the film Roti Kapda and or Makan, that is bread cloth and the residence, ends here. Thank you for being with us by the end of this video.